the Sony DEJ361 Walkman. I'm repairing the headphone socket as it's intermittent. We'll have to see what's wrong. It might be a dry joint. The first thing which you have to do is remove the lid. Now normally the lid's standing like that, as we know, and there's two springs holding it so it flips up. Those are the two springs there. These are removed from inside the lid just there. It's quite simple, you can see it, just prise them out with your screwdriver. The next thing is getting the lid off. I've got the workshop manual, and you simply have to prise it off. It seems a bit brutal, but if you go on the left hand side of here when the lid's in place, and you simply just get a very thin screwdriver and you prise it into that part there and push the lug out. It seems a bit brutal, but that's the way it's done. Prise the lid out and then the other side, and it comes up. And then you can get at the rest of these screws here. There's 10 of them, because you can't get at these screws here until you've removed the lid. So take your springs off, prise the lugs to the left, and push the lid over to the left and over to the right, and then the lid comes off, and you can get at the rest of your screws then to start taking the cover apart. You can see where all the screws are. I won't bore you with what. So there we are. I've removed the batteries as well. There's a screw here. There's 10 screws, and there's the last one coming out. There. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. One underneath a little battery lid. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking back at the service manual here on the computer here, there are 4 claws. So now we're going to split the case open. I'll start with this one here. Just use a thin screwdriver on this. I haven't got my tripod, and so that's that one opened, I think. And now there's some either side of the screen. Let's have a look at this first before we go there. There's one claw there. Try not to break it down. Have to ease that off here. Yeah, you can see the little lugs, the claws there and there. It's the first time I've opened one of these. It'll either be a dry joint or just a weak connection in the headphone socket. So take it apart here. Headphone socket is here. So it looks as if we might have to take the board out next. So that's the headphone socket which we need to get out there. There's only one channel working on it unless you wiggle it around a bit. So I'll have a look at that. Next, take out the printed circuit board so we can get to the other side, and maybe fix a dry joint. So this is with the cover removed, and the part we're interested in is the headphone socket. There's only one channel working unless you wiggle it around, and wiggling it around is usually an indication of a dry joint. Now to take this panel out so we can get to the actual soldered joints underneath here, the mains supply, well 4.5 volts, I shouldn't say mains, the supply adapter goes in there at the one side, and over here is the actual headphone socket, and all you have to do is just give it a bit of a prise up there gently, and the board lifts out. So we'll just do that now. I haven't got my tripod set up, pretty lazy of me, so I'm just going to show you that this does come out quite easily. There we are, it just drops out, and then the sled here, what the laser moves up and down on, where it lifts with it, there's a ribbon here, so just be careful with that, and don't touch any of the circuitry if you can help it, unless you're going to wear one of those bands to discharge any static. And we'll turn that over and put that gently on there, so that we can get at the headphone socket, which is over here, and there we are. Now the socket is on this side here. See, it's this one. Just here. There's your headphone socket here. Been out of focus. Now the two joints which are for the connectors on the headphone mini jack are here, which is that one and that one there, so there's two, and I've just got to be careful with the small soldering iron. The tools used so far, if you're interested, is just a tiny slot blade, flat blade screwdriver, and a tiny Phillips. The slot screwdriver was just to prise around the edge of the case to get that off, and the Phillips is just to take the screws out. And next we need a soldering iron. This one here now. The second one, I'm going to add it. And now we've got a third one here. So we've got our Sony Walkman reassembled now, and got the headphones on it, and as you can hear, I think it'll be this. It's all working again now. There we are. Thanks for watching Accordion Cafe. Bye for now.